And that is it for news, and that is literally all the news that I could find for the week. So, let's go ahead and move on to the discussion. Now, the discussion is pretty much a topic that everybody does every single, well, not everybody, but a lot of people do every single year around this time, New Year's resolutions. Everybody wants to try to do something to better their lives, do something different that has affected them. They want to make their lives better, hopefuler. They want to do something with themselves. And they figure, New Year, let's go ahead and do it. Unfortunately, a lot of people pretty much end up there. They set their resolutions. They may hold on to it for a few days, and then it crashes. Or they don't know.
I agree with you. Enraged Kerbal Space Program definitely needs a pony mod.
Yes, it does.
That would be hilarious.
That would be fucking great.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the green people?
Yeah,
Yep.
And you shoot them up into the fucking atmosphere, and you.
I've got that game. Setchy, you weren't here. I flew a freaking plane halfway across the planet, broke it into like 20 pieces, and everybody still survived.
Well, that's
It was
good.
amazing.
This is why I want to buy a fucking super computer so I can play those fucking games, man. They look like
I'll
of
tell you
fun.
sometime on stream, and then we'll just you'll just tell me what the build we'll build an asinine spaceship and watch it go.
The Cutie Mark Crusader.
Yeah, that's about right.
Did you just like Google that to see what would pop up?
Yeah, pretty much. I pretty much just Googled it.
Sweetie Belle's face, she's like,
Seems
That's about right.
Yeah, just to give some people an idea of what in the world that's supposed to be mocking.
looks like she's
Pretty proper. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Fucking amazing.
looks like she was.
Oh, now you can compare the two.
yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Yes, it is pretty accurate.
Any case, getting back on track here. The whole idea is everybody wants to do something for the new year in order to start it off on the right foot and do something good for themselves, but a lot of people don't know how to approach it. They come up.
Vinyl, stop getting into your music so much. You got that face.
Oh, I have a tip.
What's up?
Where are you gonna stick it?
Huh?
Alright. That was horrible. Okay. Alright, well,
I'm sorry.
alright.
Fucking great.
That was definitely that way.
I like the whole pause. The entire pause. That was there for a moment.
Wow.
The
Really?
entire pause just lingered for a couple seconds.
Really? Jeez, I caught it in a second.
We're horrible individuals.
Yes, we are. Any case,
Why did you say that was so funny?
trying desperately to get back on
It went
track
over your
here
head. It
again.
just went-
It went over your head. Just let it alone.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Moving along.
Trust me, you're better off. Alright, so in any case, a lot of people don't know what start off the new year, or they get an idea of how to do it, but then they kind of fall short. What we want to do is to try to help those people out. Some of you want to try to do something good for the new year, and I want to encourage growth and opportunity and being able to do something good for yourself, and I want to be able to give you guys some tips, advice, suggestions, and everything possible to try to get your New Year's resolution to go a lot longer than just a few days, or maybe even complete it entirely. Now we're going to go ahead and start off with pretty much the first thing off the ground. You know, what the whole point of New Year's resolution is to have a goal. Now, have any of you ever had any New Year's resolutions that you put out there that just didn't quite seem good that seemed like a good idea at the time, or just you kind of or any resolutions that you ever made in general?
Like most bronies, losing weight.
Losing weight, it's always a good one. Believe me, that one's on my list. No, really, in all honesty, it is on my.
It's a glandular problem.
No, it's not.
I forget what Ollie says to him. That damn Family Guy joke where Stewie has the tuba.
Trip.
Yeah.
$25.
All right, but yeah, some people may have goals about helping themselves out, losing some weight, saving some money. I'm talking to 10 new people a day. Sorry, my throat is starting to do some funny things to me. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get some more tea here in order to get this calmed down. Blink, do you think you could take over for a quick second?
For what?
Just,
These two? Oh, God.
Leaves him.
I can't have responsibility! We're all gonna die!
sounds like a plan. Okay, I'll be back in just...
Oh, he's just here. Okay.
Guess what? New Year's resolutions. Okay, rule number 1. Don't fucking do something.
Who's typing on the keyboard so fucking hard?
Not it.
I don't know. My keyboard's on the floor.
Why is your key... Okay, never mind.
Because I'm on my futon.
He's on the, that's why it's on the floor. Oh, fucking hell. I guess what? New Year's resolution, I'm sorry, I'm still thinking back on that one joke. Anyway, fucking
Tip.
rule number 1, people, don't overextend. I guess is the first rule you want to always remember this kind of crap.
Yes, never extend.
Overextend.
Don't overextend. Especially when you're looking at your favorite fan art. Hey, Circuit Means on here. Let's talk shit.
That's what we do always.
No, I mean like let's shit talk him.
Was that another joke?
See, I was gonna say, well, we do that when he is here.
Yeah, it's like,
that's
there's
right.
really no difference.
That just it
What is it? A New Year's resolution? What? New Year's resolution to talk more shit with Circuit around or behind his back? It's kind of important.
I think we should do it behind his back because then we can make inside jokes with the commentators in the live stream, and then when they start, typing that shit up in the live stream in like the next week's episode, the Circuit's like sitting there going, "I don't get what's going on."
Yeah. I don't know the. Oh. Let's see.
You're doing a great job at this, by the way.
Dude, I'm like half asleep right now.
Sonic says
This is why I don't run through. This is why I run the art shit. Because I can just be quiet and just draw more. Also, everyone wants to know, yes, it's a New Year's resolution for me. I actually get the fucking art done. There we go. Always do something within the realms of your abilities. My case, it's art. I guess in Space Dandy's case, it's what? Woo more women and get better cars.
Yeah, except the Space Dandy part.
Uh-huh.
More dead air. Once again, you're doing a great job there, Blinked.
Hey! Reggie, do me a favor.
What?
Go stuff a marshmallow. Oh, wait.
I will go stuff a marshmallow. Her name's Rarity.
Hey, I've seen some pretty horrible art for recently. Let's not go there. No, I mean really bad. It's like, what the fuck? Were you high?
Chubby
Sonic
Brony.
says that's no good.
I'm gonna go stuff a marshmallow and then.
I agree with like the best line ever was "Mama's coming."
Oh, I remember that episode.
Yes, sir.
What episode was that?
It was.
That was like one of the first ones. That was the
one of the first ones I was on with the Brony show, and I said something about Rarity that was intended to be somewhat of an innuendo, and then Circuit played the soundbite of "Mama's coming," and then I couldn't hold my composure, and I laughed for 5 minutes.
How can you be so insensitive?
because timing is everything.
That was like the best time he ever used the fucking soundboard. Like it was like spot on, great.
Let's see, fucking New Year's resolution. I don't know. Sketchy, what is your New Year's resolution? If you even have one, gotta ask.
My New Year's revolution is
Revolution.
Take over to California.
to leave the country I was born in and move to America.
Monica!
By the way, when I say
California sucks.
California is a foreign country compared to the rest of the country. It's just
It's great. It's because eventually it's going to float away.
it's just California needs to go chill with Hawaii, and I guess Alaska can go with them too. I mean, it's just we don't fucking need it.
No, it's
The end.
Suki, you got one?
Let's see. I resolved to think of something to say in the next year.
Lazy ass motherfucker. I don't think anybody cares about your opinion, but what's yours?
Wow. Nothing. Yeah.
You just shout, or are you actually trying to say something?
I shut up. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dead air.
Shane, shut up.
What?
Set me to live.
Sketchy will groovy. Okay, Bruce.
Okay.
Kangaroos.
I'm pretty sure I'm curious. Let's get the first half of this done. Hey, chat, what do you have for a New Year's resolution? Because I'm curious, because I've heard some really dumb shit besides generic lose weight.
Lose weight. I'm gonna eat some more hot Cheetos and processed cheese.
Oh, nose.
Is that from
Boy, get his project done. It's like that's not right.
When the fuck is Circuit coming back to take over the helm?
That's a really good.
Well, he was in the
There you
dock.
go. He paused on the hacker, so walk upstairs to find out.
You're hearing me now.
Oh, there he is.
I heard everything and I am so angry.
Oh, there are no words to describe my inner rage right now.
Why did you sound it? Because the fact that
I've been talking for the last 10 minutes!
Hey,
you really made
to be fair, you did put Blank's mind in charge.
Oh, Circuit's back. Hello.
That's icing on the cake.
What do you think I was... Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so... I've already heard across the table here to some extent. Yori is not going to be making resolution, and that's perfectly fine in him. Blanked wants to resolve to do more art. I'm resolving, yes, it's a generic thing you pretty much hear about 1/3 of the time. Lose weight. Fair enough.
Just made fun of.
Yes. And let's see. Suki is trying to resolve to actually have something in next year.
Why don't you just resolve to make more videos?
Okay, does anybody in the chat room have anything that they want to give out that they are going to try to resolve for this year?
I already asked that.
Of course, and I am agreeing with you. It was a great idea to go off of. I admittedly, though, at the same time I realized my microphone was broken and wasn't paying attention. Okay, so kind of something. His New Year's resolution is to dedicate more time into art and work on his story with his OC. Let's see. Imperial Blue, find a better job. Enraged Client, more Xbox. I can get behind that. Except maybe PS4 or PC. Not so much Xbox.
Vaguely creepy. Don't fail school. That's pretty good.
Definitely a very good one to do. Now, the funny thing about this is a lot of these are great examples of having an idea of what your goal is. You got to know what you want to resolve for. Now, the next thing about that is the way that we
fuck more bitches.
Okay, well, let me now. As much as I hate to start poking holes into this, now comes the harder part is actually not just resolving to do something, but what kind of resolution. Blank, do you know how much art you want to start improving by?
A lot.
Exactly, a lot. You don't there's no real benchmarks, there's no stones, there's no baby steps. And that's the same thing with losing weight. I'm just saying I want to lose weight, but I don't have any specific goals in mind. I don't have any pinpoints. I don't have anything there to guide me to what exactly my ultimate goal is. I just have a generic idea. I want to lose weight. That's fantastic. I could drop my shoes. There, I've lost some goddamn weight. I got to be a little more specific here. Now, but that is
So
the
I
first.
have a question for you, Circuit.
Yes.
You say you want to lose weight. How much weight? Do you want to lose weight so you look normal, or do you want to lose weight so you look like a bodybuilder?
I want to lose 50 pounds so I can.
Schwarzenegger.
It's very simple. I want to lose 50 pounds so I can wear pants that actually come from Walmart.
Fire.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah, I'd say so. But in any
An
case,
exact mark.
but yes, that's the first thing that we want to hit on in order for anybody that's making a New Year's resolution. Know what your ultimate goal is. Do you want it so that you're doing a new piece of art every single day? Do you want to lose 50 pounds within the year? Do you want to do you want to have straight A's in all your classes or just get by C's? What exactly is your goal? Saying something generic like you want to pass is all well and good. It's very good to know what you want, but you have to be able to know where your benchmark is. There's a difference between trying to pass the bar and trying to go above and beyond the bar. That is the biggest thing I can point out right now, that you need to have a specific goal. Now the next thing is to be realistic about the goal. Now some people may say they want to lose weight, and then they are talking about losing 100 pounds, being on the Subway diet forever. They want to be the next Jared, and they want to be able to wear Hot Topic clothes in the size of small, and then they want to have big muscles, and they want to only weigh 50 pounds. You know, at some point,
I'm a muscular man.
You know, the problem, the thing about resolutions is you also have to be.
It's not a tumor. It's
No,
not a tumor.
I'm going to be I'm going to be as muscular as Arnold Schwarzenegger and as small as Danny DeVito.
Snap it to a slim
Well,
Jim.
just-
Oh wait, wrong guy.
Oh yeah.
Well, since we're talking about weight,
How did
since
we
we're talking
get
about
to
weight
this?
loss, put the cookie down.
Put the cookie down and eat a banana.
Okay. But the thing is that you have to know. Okay, I already did. You have to know what your goal is. You have to make your goal realistic. Admittedly, life gets in the way. Things are not always going to go the way you want, and at the same time, there are things that are just not possible, or if they are possible by the human standard, are not going to be healthy for you in any way. Losing 100 pounds.
I could totally make a homestead on the side.
I want a cup of feel of Terrace Truck's boobies.
If you want that to be your resolution, you're going to have to go a long way.
Have fun with
A long way to hell.
But that's the next big thing. You have to make sure it's realistic. Unfortunately, a lot of people fall into the resolution trap where they want something incredible, which, admittedly, it's always great to have the big goal in mind. You want to be president of the United States, but you've never
I want
run...
to make $1 million by the end of next year.
Yes, $1 million by the end of the next year. That's an awesome goal, but it's not possible. Or if it is, there's...
You get a crew and then rob a bunch of banks.
If it is possible, it may be possible...
It's
Go.
possible if you
Sorry.
believe.
Or you do something illegal or wrong for you or others. Basically, you're probably not going to be doing anything but hurting yourself.
There's always
Or if you somehow just do something very revolutionary, like create Facebook, or whatever is popular nowadays.
But in all honesty, it's now I'm not saying that it's not possible to get $1 million in a year. I'm also not saying it's not possible to lose 100 pounds. Just be careful, be realistic. Make it the extended goal if it's possible, but have something set in mind where you can be happy that you've accomplished that. If you go beyond that, that's incredible.
Because the world likes you.
Yes. If I could
Good
get...
point there, Enraged. One good way to achieve goals is to write the steps out.
Exactly. Actually, Enraged has a great step that we were going to be going to a little bit later, but yes. You make sure you want to write it out, and I'll make sure I put this down here for...
Lay it up, work it
Notes
out.
all over your house. In the bathroom, on your pillows, on your ceilings, on your TV,
Alright.
at work, on your boss's
Just go to
face.
the degree that everything you got fucking dementia. Just go to that degree. You'll be fine.
There we go. Yeah.
Chant it, love it, write it.
Alright. Now, let's, in any case, moving right back onto the track here. You got to make sure your goals are realistic. Don't be afraid to extend a little bit further, but don't make the penultimate goal your main goal, especially if it is really hard and not impossible to obtain. If you want,
side resolution, get another goddamn job.
That's also a good. That's a good resolution, but that's also kind of a life thing there.
No shit.
You pretty much have to get a new job here for your own sake. Anyway, that's pretty much the basics of the goal there. You got to make yeah, I know. So that's the starting part.
Fuck your resolution. We're moving on.
Actually, my brain just.
Get back to him in a minute because he was just kind of floating around in the aether of silence for what 10 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. and my brain just took track there for a second. So the first thing, you got to make sure you have a goal in mind. You got to know what in the world you want. You have to be specific and realistic, but you have to have a goal. You don't set something generic. If you want to set a resolution that, okay, I'm going to walk every day. Great, you just walked from your front room to your car.
That doesn't count.
Doesn't count, and you know it doesn't count. But not telling yourself that it's not going to help. Walking around your block, that's a resolution that can be done every day. Oddly enough, that also goes into that. Now the next area that we want to go into is when you make the resolution. Study and learn. Sometimes we need to actually look into these things. Losing weight, going to losing weight because that's going to be our big one to go to. But all of these resolutions will use these steps. First thing you need to know is why you're overweight. Is it a diet issue? Is it exercise? Is it both? Is it actually a medical condition? It could actually be a medical condition. Granted, sometimes if it's a medical condition, you're maybe 200 pounds. That's not too bad. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but that's not too bad. If you have a medical condition, you're 350 pounds. That's not the reason you're fat. There are bigger reasons at that point. Of course, granted, there are exceptions. There are always exceptions. We're going for the majority. But yes, you need to study and learn. Start looking into people that have resolved to do the same things you've done and see what steps they have taken. Learn from people that have tread the same path. No matter what. Even Blanked with his art. He could start talking to other artists that start doing a new piece of art every single week or every single day. See what steps they took to get there. See what little habits that they've picked up, little things that they might have done. Try to adopt some of them. Try to learn from the people that have taken those steps. And also from the people that have failed. From the people that have failed. You can even...
I knew I was going to get a rise out of him.
Yes.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Sketchy Princess. I like digital art.
Well, good for you!
Thank you very much.
The dog goes, okay, moving on.
Oh no! I messed up on this picture. Whatever shall I do? Control Alt Undo. And meanwhile, I'm sitting here going, fuck! Gotta do that all over again.
Rewind. Here we go.
I simply cannot let such a crime against fabulosity go uncorrected.
Anyway.
Goddamn right.
In any case, yes, learn from what you can from people that have taken the steps. Another thing is to read. Read articles. Read books. Yes, books still exist. In fact, right now, I'm actually reading about a book about somebody who, on purpose, gained a ton of weight and then started trying to lose it to get an idea of just how hard it is to do this. I'm actually learning quite a lot from that. But yes, reading books about different things as well, or reading blogs, reading articles. There are plenty of stories, plenty of ideas, so many things that you can reach out, that you can find out about, that will give you little tips, little advice. Maybe it'll be that one thing that will suddenly click something into your brain that will tell you, that's what I can do.
Of course.
And also, Learning from your own mistakes. I can't stress this enough. You will fail.
A lot.
Things will happen. You will forget one day to do that little extra bit of art. You will forget that one day to accidentally walk across the block. You will forget that one week to go and talk to a bunch of senators out there about how they got into politics. You will forget. You will forget to stay.
To jump there, Evil Knievel. What's your next feat?
You'd be surprised what I'd be able to jump on. But the fact is that despite the accidental donut, despite the sudden...
He was talking about a cake.
Yes. Okay. Despite the accidental donut, despite the missed jog, despite the date that you decided you really didn't want to go on because that girl just kind of rubbed you the wrong way and you didn't really feel like it and you were tired and you wanted to watch another episode of Desperate Housewives even though you know that show sucks and it's just a goddamn excuse. Even if you make one mistake, it is not the end of the world. Tripping does not mean you have fallen. When you were an infant, you tried to walk so many times in your life, and you kept falling until you could finally start walking. And then you discovered how much fun it was to run and then have your parents scream after you. Let's face it, that was hilarious.
Tripping means you're...
Like the
you're not
motivational
drunk
speech
enough.
circuit.
You wouldn't believe how much I've actually researched into this stuff.
No, tripping just means you aren't drunk enough yet.
There's also that too. But every time you make a mistake, you don't blame yourself, you don't blame others, you don't blame anybody. You accept that a mistake has happened, but you can correct it, you can get up, you can move on, and you do just that. You learn from the mistake, you learn what you could do to correct it, or you just accept that it happened. It was a simple accident. And there's no reason to beat yourself up and lose everything that you've worked towards and just continue moving forward. It's those that can get up after they've fallen down that can continue to walk forward, while those who are lying down whining in the dirt only get covered in more dirt.
Unless you're into that sort of thing.
Well, that's their problem. Or that's their thing. Now, the next thing that about setting a resolution, you work on it every single week. Now, this is a big one, because this means you have to develop habits. You have to do something every single week, maybe even every single day to try to get into a habit, even if it's just 15 minutes a day. If, like in drawing, maybe you just sit down for 15 minutes, close down everything that you're doing, you set 15 minutes aside, and you just start sketching whatever you feel like. You just do it. You want to get onto that Xbox, you tell everybody, sorry, Xbox time. And you sit down and you play your Xbox for another 15 minutes.
And then miss the bus to work, and now you're in trouble.
Well, that's your problem.
Now, I
obviously,
I'm in the same boat with the art. I'm just like doing art a lot, and then I got a job, and then my buddy bought me an Xbox One for my birthday. And getting in the way, and Grand Theft Auto is such an awesome fucking game, and all this other stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to do it. I admit, it is hard to do it. It's been hard for me a couple of times to get up and walk away from a game that I'm enjoying because I needed to do something. But that is why you set the time aside. You promise yourself you'll spend this much time doing it no matter what. Of course, make sure it doesn't go into anything else that you have to do. If you have job, go do job. Unless you're making enough money that you don't have to do job, then get rid of job.
Why are you saying it like that? That sounds so weird.
Because my throat my throat's itching like crazy, and I didn't want to cough midstream. That's better. But in any case,
talk how you want.
yes, you want to set time aside. Make sure it's time that you can set aside. If you cannot find the time, you're not trying hard enough. If there's something you wanted to do more than anything, you will find a way to do it. Believe me on this. There is no such thing as not enough time. Sometimes you may have to give up something that you thought you wanted to do, but maybe it's just because, you get that tea over at a waitress every 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh my.
I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm trying to say with that. Unfortunately, my brain just kind of skipped somewhere. But yes, you work on it every single week, and you write out the steps that you want to take. If you do the exact same thing every single week for the entire year, you may progress a little bit, but you're not going to get very far. Take further steps. Do a little bit further. Going back into exercising and losing weight, you walk 1 block 1 week, walk 2 blocks the next, and 3. Then go for a mile in a couple of months. Maybe a few months down the line, start doing push-ups halfway between one point and the other. Set a goal to go to a marathon the first time summer comes out, and make sure that you're able to do that marathon by the time that it happens. Or even just go and do it, even if you're not sure you can make it. Just get into the marathon, go as far as you can. You set little goals, you set little steps, you keep moving yourselves a little bit further. You don't climb a mountain and just take a few steps and then wonder how long it's going to take to get to the peak. You wonder how long it's going to take for you to get to that rock, and then to that rock, and then to that one.
You'll hit a wall when you're climbing that mountain, and believe me, it's going to fucking suck.
It's going to suck, but that's why you keep taking the steps and you keep going forward. Walls suck, but you will hit them.
And
yes,
then,
but you got
to call your insurance company.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm actually making sure I add into the discussion notes here every time we add on another thing here. But you want to keep moving baby steps at a time until you hit that goal that you want. Whether it's just a piece of art a day, whether it's just making sure you have 5 vegetables every single day, whether it's being able to speak in public, when it's when you just want to be able to say hi to that random girl on the bus. You just
random lady. Hi, random pretty lady. I'd sit next to you on the bus.
You may mock, but somebody that can actually do that is probably a lot better than somebody that would just sit there thinking, "Oh, I don't want to look like an idiot."
You walk up to that girl on the bus, you look her straight in the eye while she's sitting there holding her Lunchables, and you go, "Hey, baby, how about me and you go to the back of the bus and do it Rosa Parks style?"
And also, a very good thing that if you are working on it every week, write it out and put it on the wall. Take a look at your schedule that you want to do every single week or every single day, and just have it there staring you in the face. Maybe when you take a shower every morning, or when you turn on your computer and you see a note there right on the right side that says, every single day I'm going to walk 5 feet further than I've walked before. Every single day I'm going to do another push-up than I've done before. Every single day I'm going to get a little bit better.
And then remember to film your adventures, and then once you finally reach that goal, you edit it all together, and then you put, "It's the eye of the tiger, it's the feeling of fight."
Why not?
Up to the challenge of our rivals.
You know what? Do that.
You'll feel really great about yourself.
You could actually do that. You can film every single moment that you've been working on it, or take a picture, or write down just how far you've gotten every single month. Do not judge yourself on a daily basis. Sometimes days will not be the greatest. You may not be able to get that one push-up you were trying to do, but you just keep slogging at it. You're going to look back 3 months later and you're like, I could do 50 of those, and I couldn't even do 5 at the beginning of the week, of that first week.
Look at my abs. You can cut cheese on these fuckers.
No, you can grind meat on that thing. But I am serious. We're joking around here a little bit, but we are entirely serious. You make sure you record what
the show can be, anyways.
Yes, as serious as the show will ever get.
Legs for arms.
My hooves are getting positively brony. I've been waiting here so long.
Ugh.
Yes, but you just keep working on it. You record all the steps you've taken. Don't get discouraged because you're not immediately doing 50 push-ups in a week. But keep working a little bit further, and you're going to be surprised how much you can accomplish if you just keep working at it a little at a time. You don't create David in a day. You don't create Rome in a day. Actually, I should have just gone with the Rome right off the bat. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's been said a lot, and there's a reason for it.
David could be built in a day. All he needs is a 3D printer.
Not exactly. If you were doing it from scratch, you would still have to do all the little 3D modeling, making sure you get the dimensions correctly, maybe getting the scan right, and then looking at it in every angle.
Remember, when you start with a gigantic block of marble, you imagine the block of marble, and then you chip away everything that isn't a naked dude.
Right.
Or naked chick.
Alright, but yes, the big thing is you want to work on it every single week. You want to take little steps at a time. Don't discourage yourself because you're not doing phenomenal the first few days. But always be sure to keep an eye on how you're progressing. You'd be surprised how much you can accomplish just by keeping at it a little bit every single day. Heck, it's doing something a little bit more every single day that got you where you're at. You just have to put it in reverse. In some cases. Maybe playing that game a little bit more every single day, or sleeping a little bit more every single day.
Sleeping a little bit more? What kind of fucking goal is that?
I really like to sleep in sometimes.
That's a very good goal. A lot of people, especially teenagers, don't get enough sleep.
Well, that may be
really short.
The sleep thing is actually a good goal to some people.
Short.
No, the sleep
they
thing.
Don't have time to develop during the night, and they don't get everything they need, so they don't get as tall as they could be.
Well, maybe they should stop drinking coffee at the age of 8.
Okay.
I know. I have no clue why so many people I literally see people who go to like elementary school drinking a cappuccino from Starbucks.
The last thing that little fucker needs is more caffeine.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole other discussion, but that actually brings up the point. That kind of habit took every single day. Every single day, they probably put a little bit more coffee in that chocolate milk. Every single day, they tried drinking that coffee a little bit more until it became that. They were able to do it. It's not a great thing to do. No, it's horrible. It's not a good thing. But everything is built on little bits at a time. You don't immediately down an entire gallon of coffee the first time out. You don't immediately sleep the entire day the first time out. You don't immediately take down an entire Chinese buffet by yourself the first day out. It takes little steps.
What kind of fucking goal is that?
It's not. It's not a good goal. It's not a good goal, but it is exactly what happens. You just reverse the process. Instead of doing something that's
BBW pornos, I need to eat more food.
I think his goal is to make an entire building of Chinese people fear him.
The whole idea is the whole idea.
Godzilla, he came back for the breakfast buffet. And then you open the door and you go.
Let them
What
bite.
a drama queen!
Anyway, the whole idea is that it does take single steps, either doing something good for yourself or bad for yourself. The best thing you can do is just start reversing the steps you're taking, doing something bad for yourself and doing good. Or taking steps to accomplish something that you've wanted to accomplish. It's all steps. It's all little things that build up over time. So good or bad, resolution, the whole idea is anything that you want to accomplish resolution-wise, you have to take steps. Record your steps so you know just how well you're doing in benchmarks. You look at yourself every 3 months. You don't look at yourself every 3 minutes. You will kill yourself looking at yourself every single day and wondering, why am I not losing weight? You lose yourself wondering, why in the world am I not drawing as great as the freaking artisans of the Renaissance? No, you will drive yourself crazy. You take steps. You don't judge yourself immediately for every little bit. Period.
Yeah,
But that, I think I pretty much drove that area into the ground. So let's go to the next one. Seek help.
Help!
Actually, that one admittedly can go both ways. It can either you may need professional help. Some cases, some of the goals you might be after maybe are a little bit more on the downside. Maybe you're kind of manic depressive. Maybe you kind of hurt yourself every single week. It may be something that you do that is really, really, really not good for you or the people around you. And you are going to need to seek help. Sometimes it is going to be simple help, just help from a friend, help from a family member, help from somebody that can help, that you can lean on to, that can give you encouragement when you need it. Or you may actually need psychiatric or doctor help. You may need to see a physician or just little things.
You may need to hire a prostitute.
You may need to do that. Hopefully not, but
hopefully.
But you don't want to get help from just anyone. You don't want a prostitute to tell you how to lose weight. The same as you don't want your friend to diagnose why you're manic depressive.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right then. Well,
I mean, you know, you can't lose weight.
Is this from experience?
No. Well, not personal experience.
But you know someone that had that happen to him.
Not exactly, no. I just got a vivid and wild imagination.
I don't know. I mean,
imagination.
I don't know. Because, I mean, pole dancing is actually considered good exercise now, so you can learn that from former strippers.
Granted, yes, but that's not exactly a prostitute.
A very bad children's toy I saw.
But in any case, the thing is, you seek out help from people that can help you. If you're just trying to meet some sort of an artistry goal or weight loss goal, or you're trying to do something simple that you just need some encouragement, get a friend that'll keep encouraging you, that'll remind you daily or weekly to do that one thing. If you need something a little bit more extreme, yes, you may need to see a doctor, but don't be afraid to reach out to doctors, to psychiatrists, to, in some cases, if you're religious, to religious and spiritual leaders to help you out as well. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness.
Except to the Westboro Baptist Church. Fuck those people.
Those are not people. Those are not people. Those are little whiny bitches trying to get attention.
The who?
Don't
worry about it, German girl.
Let's just say that we're glad that they're a small group and that everybody despises them except themselves.
They make the KKK look good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
No one like the KKK were pretty fucking bad.
Yeah. Which ones?
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, the Westboro Baptists are assholes, but they've never actually killed anyone that we know of.
True.
Fair enough. Okay, we'll give them. Yeah, they're basically jerks, but they are exercising
I don't know. I say trying to kill the memory of a person is pretty fucked up.
It is pretty messed up. At the same time, it is the whole freedom of speech and expression that the country has.
Isn't it great to have a freedom of speech? When someone says something stupid, you can just say whatever the fuck you feel like right back to them.
There you go. Anyway, the whole idea, I honestly cannot emphasize this too much. At the same time, there's really not much else to say. Reach out for help. Depending on how much help you need, reach out to the right people. If it's something small, reach out to family and friends. If it's something big, reach out to people that are important. And it is not a sign of weakness. It is not giving up just to ask for help. Everybody needs help sometimes, even if it's something stupid like being stuck on the side of the road or not knowing how in the world that stupid gas machine works that they decided to plug into the next gas station that for some reason takes your thumbprint and it asks for a biometric scan and to wave willy clockwise for some weird reason. I don't know.
Wave your willy clockwise?
I'm trying to think of something extreme here.
I really don't want to know what that is that you just used.
Again, heavy imagination.
Where do you get gas at?
I don't know.
Where do you get willy and clockwise in your head?
I don't know that either. But in all honesty, you don't be afraid to seek out help if you need it. Help actually makes any resolution that you're trying to accomplish a little bit easier because you have somebody that knows what you're going through and can encourage you in the worst times, the best times, can be there to celebrate when you're accomplishing something. And, can't really say much more than that. Just that's how awesome it is, isn't it? Just get some help. Seek help from family, friends, and everything else. Now, the next thing is to take proper measurements. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to emphasize on that. I kind of already did a little bit. Well, I guess just to reiterate, make sure that you are counting, if you're trying to do something specific, make sure you count exactly what you're doing every single day. Don't, if you're trying to draw for 15 minutes a day, don't skim and say you're taking 14 minutes, and don't go overboard and do 16 a day. Oh, I'll just count it as 15. No, tell yourself you did 16 minutes. Tell yourself you did 14. If you did 6 push-ups instead of 5, if you did 4 sit-ups instead of 3, if you walked a half a mile instead of 1 mile, take the measurement. Don't be afraid that you may have skipped up, that you may have missed out, that you may have skimmed the edge a little bit. Allow yourself. You can't improve and you can't get better about your resolution if you don't know exactly what you're doing. Yeah, I think that pretty much just covers it.
Mm-hmm.
And the final part is pretty much extra tips. The one big extra tip I want to give you is just because it may not be New Year's doesn't mean it's not you can't make a resolution at any time. New Year's is always a traditional way, has a tradition of coming out with the New Year's resolution. But if you want to do something to improve your life or do something better for yourself, don't wait till the New Year's to say, okay, now I'm going to lose the weight. Now I'm going to go and run for senator. Now I'm going to go and make a pair of shoes that are stylish, comfortable, and sound like train tracks whenever I'm walking across the road.
Circuit, we're kind of losing you.
Of course you are.
Alright. No, it was just that your voice was getting a bit quieter.
Make this thing some time. Oh, and you can't hear me at all. There, is that better?
Now we can.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, okay, here's my New Year's resolution. I'm going to get rid of this stupid piece of crap computer and actually get one that isn't going to keep disconnecting my microphone.
That's a thought.
Yes. But, yes, just because you want to do something better for yourself, you don't have to wait 2 years to do it. Be prepared to resolve at any time to go ahead, start making steps, and do something good for yourself. And you already ran away. But along with that, that pretty much sums up everything I had for this discussion that I can continue to say without starting to cough like crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it up to the chat room here and also to our panelists. Do you guys have anything to add in regards to setting New Year's resolutions and accomplishing them?
Nope.
Huh?
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think we all said our piece.
All I heard was jarbles between Circuit's voice.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, now it's clear.
Okay, but yes, any case, yeah. Oh well, if anybody chat room or the group here has anything they want to add to this, please feel free to do so. Be sure to tell us on underline if you're doing it in the chat room. Enrage client, always set goals. If you do not set goals, then you have nowhere to go. Yeah, I definitely emphasize that right off the bat, but I'll do it again. Make sure you have a goal set. You need to know exactly where you want to go. Going to California does not help. Do you want to go to the vineyards? What vineyards?
I want to go to vineyards so bad.
Yes, you want to go to vineyards. Do you want to go to the vineyards or the wine yards? Do you want to go to San Diego, or do you want to go just to the peak of Oregon so you can see where everybody slowly transitions from Californian to Oregon-ish?
Whatever the fuck that means.
I have no idea. I was trying to go with somewhere, but it didn't quite work in my brain, and I couldn't abandon post.
You go from California to Gravity Falls.
There you go. We'll go with that. But yeah, make sure you have your exact goal set. And let's see. And I'm not seeing anything else throwing in the chat room, at least. Oh, no, here's Creature. Yes, Creature, it definitely emphasizes one of the bigger points. Set the smaller goals to the bigger one. Do not go all the way from 1 to 150 in a single week. You will kill yourself. If you know what I mean. Don't just shoot from, don't immediately go from the starting point to try to get to the finishing point right off the bat. You will kill yourself. Set small goals. Yeah, set small goals a little bit at a time. One step at a time. If you're Whether you're just trying to draw every single day or even draw for an hour every single day, you set little goals and you stick to them. You increase them a little bit more every single time. You don't immediately expect yourself to be exactly the way you want to be, because life doesn't work that way. The human body, the human mind, nothing works that way. You cannot go from 0 to 60 immediately. You will kill yourself. Your car will literally launch off its wheels, your skull will go through your skin, and you won't know what in the hell happened. No matter how fast a car is, it takes time to rev up. Granted, some cars can rev up faster, but it does not go immediately from 0 to 60.
Oh my god, that sentence you said about cars is just so... Oh my word.
What? I know, it's not exactly correct. It's not exactly physically correct. Give me a break.
And where are you going to put it?
You already did that joke.
Well, I got a tip.
Shoot.
Alright. One thing that I always have to work on is I will say I will do something. I will set it, and then when I actually come to do it, I will either procrastinate or just ignore it. So the tip is, if you say you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. Just because you say it doesn't mean that... Oh man, I was going somewhere, but I just had a mental brain fart and I forgot what I was saying.
Welcome to my world.
Sorry about that. Basically, the gist is, if you say you're gonna do it, and you'll be good.
Be self-motivating. Alright. Okay, and I think that'll pretty much cover it at this point. I think we exhausted this ad nauseum, and to be honest, I'm starting to lose my ability to talk more and more without coughing.